When I was applying for my first job from university, I had some examples of work I'd done on the broadcast journalism course which showed I could fundamentally do that kind of role. The first role I went for was as an editor. So I could cut footage and I could shoot, and I knew roughly how to put things together and make them make sense and all that kind of stuff. But really those were the only examples I had, the stuff I'd done on the course. I didn't really have anything else. And the stuff I had done on the course was maybe one or two things that I would have even been happy to show.
Well, I had a bit of a portfolio from sort of the experience I'd already picked up, but unlike, let's say, a designer in our world who has probably a thick portfolio of case studies and projects that they've probably worked on, mine was quite thin. So a lot of mine was academic stuff, a few case studies of things I'd worked on placement, but then it was my CV and my cover letter. They were my selling points really, and my references.
Yeah, networking can make a really, really big difference, and I've seen it make a big difference for people that I've worked with before or that I know kind of in that scene. And certainly for me, there are connections I have that have been really useful when I've needed someone who has certain skills, or I know is, oh, I know they're interested in that, so that's the person I'll go to about this, solve this problem or whatever. So I'd say, yeah, the networking stuff is really important.
Social media is a great thing if it's used correctly, and I think for students, again, you can use it to your advantage. LinkedIn, for example, somebody said to me the other week, should you have a LinkedIn profile if you're a student? And I said, well, yeah. And they went, well, why? What's the benefit? And I said, well, at the end of the day, you can start to get to know people. And again, if you're doing placements or you're meeting people or just going to networking events, I mean, students can go to networking events. There's no law saying you can't go, but a lot of people seem to think that it's outside of their area. But, if you use LinkedIn in the right way as a student, you can really build up a network before you go into the working world, and those contacts could get you a job when you graduate.
I'm really lucky that I came out of NTU with a real range of skills, and throughout my career I've been able to use all of those skills in different ways. I'm not just the kind of person who can do this one thing really well and that's it. So I have some options, which is really exciting, and yeah, I'll just see I'm happy to see where they take me. I've been lucky so far, so I hope it continues.
For the age I'm at, I'm only sort of 28, I think I've reached a good level for my age, and I'm happy to keep progressing in the role I'm in and keep learning, because I'm still relatively inexperienced. I mean, I've only been in marketing since I was 22, 23, so that's what, 5 years, 6 years, which in the grand scheme of things is no time at all. There's a lot of time for me to grow and develop. In 10 years' time, who knows where I'll be, but at the minute, very happy, and I see a bright future for me, really, I think.